Hello and welcome to another Zach Carnage video, and today we have a Zoodiac Vs DDD real-life duel. So you can see the full deck list up here. The DDD deck list is an approximation of the real thing. I haven't had the full one through from John yet, but I'll be able to put any edits into the comment section below. So we see DDD open up, taking turn 1 with an allure, which banishes, I believe, a Ragnarok, and then out comes a gate to search Swell Slime. Pretty standard working with gate. Then I believe the Swell Slime will be used for a fusion summon with Copernicus, and that will make a DDD Oracle King Dark, I believe. Then setting 3 and passing. So a little bit subpar from DDD, but potentially some painful back row in there. So Zoodiacs open up the Terratop. The Takatenborg is already in hand, so that gets summoned out, and that's the easy rank 3 for the MX Saber Invoker. Now normally you'd expect a Rapier to be coming out here, summoned from the deck, but unfortunately a Rapier itself is already in hand, so that won't be as useful. So instead I go for the Thoroughblade, which, if you don't know, when it's special summoned you can discard a Zoodiac card and draw one. So that allows the discard of one of the Rapiers and the draw, adding a Tenki there, so the Tenki can then search for pretty much anything and searches for another Thoroughblade, and down comes a Twin Twisters to potentially deal with some back row, discarding that Thoroughblade. The new Virus card comes out, getting rid of the Dark, so it gets rid of anything with a defense of less than 1500. So it completely wipes out the board. Luckily there is a Zoodiac Barrage there, which will get rid of the Tenki because it's not that relevant in this matchup, in order to summon a Whiptail, I believe there. Whiptail goes into a Borbo and then into a Tiger Mortar, so you can attach the Exude material in order to put the Rapier back on, and then after that you can essentially go on with the Rapier combos. So out comes the first Rapier, and then I believe another rank up into the Broad Bull, which will add any Beast Warrior from deck to hand, so it adds a Whiptail, attaching the second material to summon a Rapier from deck. And then those two Rapiers can go into an Emerald in order to shuffle back pieces from the grave into the deck. Just debating putting the Takatenborg back in case of drawing Terratop, instead go for the Tiger Mortar. So deck gets shuffled, get a free draw off that, which is pretty nice. Just debating whether or not to put the Dryden out now or later. So normal summon out the Whiptail, attacking for 12, an additional 12 from the Broad Bull, and another 18 from the Emerald, and then a Dryden is made over that Broad Bull with a set card, which I believe we know to be Strike from the Virus. When the gate is activated, it gets hit by the Dryden, and then that's just too much for DDD to deal with. So that goes game 1, and we move into game 2. We're only going to be showing 2 games from this. Unfortunately, my camera was completely misfocused during the recording session, which is a bit unfortunate. So we're missing out on the first game from this 3. But Zoodiac did win game 1. I believe it was an attempted OTK forced out by a Chalice and then a failing there. So we see the gate come down with the fusion spell. As well, a maxi response to the activation of the fusion spell, so that fusion summon has to be made. It's after the activation of the effect. So out comes an Oracle King Dark, and a card is set already, and I believe that's when the play passes. So we have a Twin Twisters come down, discarding a maxi in this case, which may have been a bit of a misplay on my part. I didn't really expect the set to be what it was. So we will shortly discover what it is. And it turns out to be the Virus again, so that actually rips a few cards out of the hand, including the Terratop and a Thoroughblade. So then out comes a Slumber, and essentially Zoodiac's extremely low on resources at this point relative to DDD. So it's just a Kaiju game from this point on for the Zoodiacs, unless they can get into some more maybe a Rapier or a Barrage or something useful out of it, whereas the DDD have a vast variety of resources available. So after they lose the Kaiju, an Upstart gets a Gate, and then with the ability to fusion summon from grave, there's really quite a fair bit which DDD are able to do in this position. So just considering what to be added with the Gate, I believe, based on extra deck graveyard and a few other things. So out comes the Swell Slime, probably one of the most expected plays, and that brings out a Genghis, a Necro Slime with, I believe it's going to be an Orthros. This is just under debate. Yep, with an Orthros gets out, I think that's the second Genghis at this point. And then a Beowulf after that, using the Oracle King and the Fusion spell. And then out comes the Alexander, because the Lamia gets summoned off the Genghis. Alexander and the Lamia make the Crystal Wings. This is just very standard plays that you'd expect. And then the Crystal Wing can beat over, and that's a perfect 8k right there. So sorry that we can only get the 2 duels to you this time, but hopefully they were fairly interesting. If you want some more information on the Zoodiacs as an archetype in general, I will be doing a video on those guys shortly. As always, thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Let me know what opinions you have on the Zoodiac and the DDD decks going into the future. Obviously, we know that the OCG is very much dominated by Zoodiac, but they do it in a format where DDD was already hit by the ban list when it became popular, so maybe that will have some influence on it, although we do expect, obviously, Zoodiac to be essentially the best deck of the format. As always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.